is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Hangin with Cowboys.
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, and Shannon Gross.
Monday at the Star in Frisco. I'm back. I'm sorry I left y'all hanging last week, fellas.
This is Nate was gone the week before that, I think. It's
I
the
know.
first time we've all been together in a while.
No, it's been a while. Taylor did a great job on the show last week. She'll be joining us for Tay-What later on in the show. Kurt,
Yes, sir.
did you get your hair cut?
I did.
Can't
Got a
even
little trim
tell.
on the side. Well, the top I kind of left the same because there wasn't much there, but I had to kind of trim it up around the side.
Yeah?
I'm trying to get to your level.
Yeah? Mine's out of control. I got to get mine cut up a little
I
bit.
couldn't get to your level.
Nate, how you doing?
Just trying to find a defensive tackle for the Dallas Cowboys.
Still, you found one yet in that book? What you
Nah,
got? What you looking at
I'm
over
looking
there?
at Stars. Something that I think he has something to do
Yeah,
with
that's
this.
our draft guide, our magazine. Y'all need to pick one up. Actually, we're sold out of the merchandise store, but you can get some area retail outlets. You can get the digital version. Go to DallasCowboys.com/star, and that'll get you hooked up.
Sold out.
Sold out quick.
That
was
thing
sold
is,
out in 2 days. Got a few more. Sold those out in another 2 days. So.
That thing is awesome,
Yeah.
by the way. The cover looks great. Michael did a great
did a
job.
nice job.
He did do a great job. Any of y'all watch Masters yesterday?
You know what? I did not see much of it. Saw the highlights.
About you, Nate?
Yeah, I walked in the house. My wife told me Tiger had won, and everybody was crying and slobbering.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't. Yeah, one thing if I don't like a sport and I ain't in, well, if I don't watch a sport, I don't try. You know,
Yeah, I'm not a
I mean,
golf guy.
great for Tiger, but
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it either.
Yeah.
I hate that I
I'm just
missed
a
it.
golf guy. You a golf guy?
I used to play a lot.
Did you?
Yeah, you know when I quit?
when
Whenever I used to play during the summers, and then whenever I moved here, I played a lot the first couple of years I was here, and then my buddy had a boat. So on the weekends, it was either go to the lake.
Oh, out there in the cove, were you?
Yep. Go to the lake, drink a lot of beer, or go to the golf course and drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah.
chose the lake for
More pretty
for
girls in the
obvious
lake.
reasons. Yes, yes. So, and then the other thing that happened last night. Either one of y'all watch Game of Thrones?
No.
my wife watched it.
No
Yeah.
spoiling, please.
Douglas, did
Yeah.
you watch it?
I watch it, but I missed it last night. My wife was sick, and I have to watch it with her.
There's a new king. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, Douglas.
Get
it's,
off to a good start.
It's pretty uneventful, but they have set in motion about 8 different storylines, and you don't know which direction any
You
of
know
them
the
are going
thing,
to
the
go.
best thing about that show
What? Dragons?
is when it come on and they build each city.
Oh yeah, and they got a new show opening for this season.
Yeah.
It's
when
the
they
same
build
concept.
when they build each city, that's
Yeah.
what I like. I'll be like, wow, this is nice. They're
Yeah.
building the cities. After that, hey, who cares? I just want the dragons to slay everybody.
I mean, not often a show with like open incest is as wildly popular as this thing
Oh,
is.
wow.
I'm
See,
tell
I
you
wasn't
what-
aware of that description of the show.
But I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Doug, I'm sorry.
I'm just going to.
One of the queens tried to get funny with the dragon lady. Like, God, what do dragons eat? She looked over at her and say, anything they want.
And you know what? I almost said it out loud before she did. Anything they want.
Anything they want.
Yep.
But anyway,
yeah,
Doug,
you
you better watch it while we do the show, bro, because I
Yeah.
may give it up.
He may.
guess I
He
gotta
may.
get caught
You
up
need to
here.
get. Yeah, you need to binge watch it, Kurt. I think you'd like it. You got to give it like
You-
5 or 6 episodes.
You know
though.
how many shows I watched of this?
How many?
Since it's been on?
How many?
None.
Really? How'd you know
How do
that
you know about
comment?
all that?
Because I watch pieces of it. I make my wife think I don't like it and don't want to watch it, so I watch pieces of it and run out. And I watch just enough to stay in touch.
So you know what's going on. Yeah, it's pretty good, Doug. You're gonna like it.
I didn't watch
Awesome.
the Masters or Game of Thrones. I feel totally out of
You should.
society's loop.
But
here.
Nate watches all the brothel scenes.
No, man.
I tell you what.
Hey.
There's some stuff going on in that show.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm saying this. Don't ever. don't call in here telling me how an athlete should act. Because if I ask you, do you watch the Game of Thrones? Because I know if you watch it, your kids watch it. So don't tell me how athletes should act. Because the Game of Thrones is not for kids at all.
It's not a family show.
No, it's not.
It is not a
So
family
when I hear
show.
little kids, I'm like, yeah, Game of Thrones was good last night. You ain't nothing but 10 years old. and I promise you, your mom and dad will tell you how an athlete should act. After you done seen 8 women with 1 man. Come on, dog.
Wow.
And some women with women.
Oh, my
Bruh.
goodness.
That one
And men with men.
That one young lady told the priest, like, I like older men. And the priest, like, you'll die of hives. He told you'll die of pox before you get the whole
Not watching this show. You sure seem to know a
He
lot
knows
about
all
it.
about it. He knows all it. This is Nate being like, no, I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, he knows.
Yeah,
he knows.
I got part of it.
everything
But
about
anyway, is this a show about the Dallas
No.
Cowboys?
Well,
We're gonna
you
break
didn't.
down the Game
So
of
which
Thrones.
one of the dragons is D-Law?
You didn't. Neither one of you watched The Masters or Game of Thrones. But Kurt, you did watch something over the
Wait,
last few days.
It was actually listened to. It was a podcast,
Okay.
and this goes back to the DeMarcus Lawrence
Yeah.
deal, which you haven't really had time. You weren't here to comment on that.
I was
Is he the
not,
red dragon?
He's probably Dracarius, which is the red and black one.
Yeah. He
So-
looked at your boy last night,
Yeah, he
boy.
did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Be careful.
Doug, you're gonna get. Nate's gonna tell you the whole show.
Yeah, you better catch up there, Doug.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will. Tonight's the night.
All right.
Nice.
Order you a pizza from Papa John's, and you and the lady just hunker down and waste that hour.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So Kurt, what happened?
Yes.
Oh,
So-
I like it.
You like it, yeah?
I'm glad they got it done.
Yeah.
I mean, pay the man. Now you got 2 legitimate threats on both ends, which is going to make your secondary better. Your locker room, you tighten that up. You know, they did what D-Law said. D-Law said they told him, we're going to get this thing done. Sometimes negotiations aren't pretty,
Yes, and this one wasn't actually. it
especially
sounded
when
like.
you're talking about millions and millions and
Yeah.
millions of dollars. So
Yeah, his Lawrence's agent, David Kenter, went on a podcast last Monday, the Business of Sports podcast with Andrew Brandt, and he was really revealing. You don't often, a lot of times it's kind of held close to the vest. You don't hear what goes on behind the scenes, but David really kind of let loose on what was happening, and it almost makes you kind of surprised the deal got done the way it did. And maybe this is common, the way these negotiations work, but from the get-go, it was just kind of I guess got off to a rocky start. Douglas, we've got some cuts here we can play. The first one talks about here their very first meeting. This was kind of a social engagement at the scouting combine in March.
So when we got to the combine in March, and I had a very contentious face-to-face with Stephen Jones out socially one night, where we've known each other so long that I think we can MF each other and still be friends.
like
And we
this
did.
show.
We were both out socially. I had a glass of wine in my hand. I think he had a glass of Johnny Walker Blue in his, and it got real nasty real quick.
How? In what way nasty?
Just over the value of the player.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not going to pay him $20 million a year. He's not worth it. He's not Von Miller. He's not Khalil Mack. He's not Aaron Donald. He's not getting $20 million a year. And my answer was, you're right. He's getting $20.571 million a year because he's going to get a second franchise tag. And so then it was like, well, then let him come in and sign it, and he'll just play under the tag. And I was like, well, no. We're not doing what we did last year, this year. And I think the Cowboys probably would have been happy with that. They would have been ecstatic that if he had just agreed to come in the building, sign the tag, and play, they could have, eaten the $20.5 million, but they would have obviously had, no liability going further.
That was the beginning of the negotiations.
That's how the
over
negotiations
a couple of drinks.
started.
A couple of drinks at the thing, and it sounds like he kind of goes on that originally the Cowboys, they were offering like 17, 18 million. It was pretty low, and at one point, he said they didn't negotiate at all last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last March, in March of 2018, before the first franchise tag started, they didn't negotiate again until this March at the Combine. And I guess that's kind of par for the course.
I was going to say, isn't that the way it works?
Yeah,
You
I guess
just
so.
let it sit, and the first one that blinks usually wins.
Yeah, and it was strange to kind of hear him talk. I recommend if you've got the time to check it out. But I don't know. It was there's another cut, and we've got several cuts. We don't need to play them all because they're kind of long. But this last one, Douglas, maybe play cut 4. This talks about what they did was on Thursday, they finally got on the phone, and David Cantor said that Stephen Jones basically told DeMarcus Lawrence, here's what it's going to be. You know, we can pay you this much. We can't do this. We can do this. And if you like it, we completely understand. We can go our separate ways. And if you're willing to do it, let's make a deal. And so that happened Thursday. By Thursday night, he kind of thought they had a deal. They were close. He said they're going to have a deal done. But, Friday came along, and it was like, as he said, radio silence. Nothing happened. They traded some stuff. Nothing came along. And then about late in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, it sounded like the deal was going to fall through. And Douglas, you want to play cut 4 there?
I called DeMarcus, and I said, man, I don't know, bro. I said, I'm sorry. I know I got you excited. I thought we were going to get this thing done. You know, this trigger here right now, this is bad, dude. This is really bad. And he got pissed. Man, then don't be calling me and telling me that we're close when we're not close. And let's just go backwards. And I hung up the phone, and my instinct was, we're done. Screw the Cowboys. I'm done. I'm not calling them back. I'm not texting them. This is a bunch of nonsense. They should never have done this. And thank God I didn't listen to myself. I instantaneously text messaged Stephen Jones and this is what I wrote. I said, are we really going to let this happen? We've got so much momentum. We're so close. Please call me. Let's talk this out. And then he didn't respond to my text. And about 7 minutes later, I walked into the garage. I was at my mother-in-law's house celebrating her birthday, and there were about 15 little kids running around screaming, going crazy. And I called Stephen on his personal cell phone, and he didn't answer. 4 minutes later, he called me back. And as soon as he called me back, I said, I'm not going to acknowledge your most recent proposal. Hey, you wanted 50, you wanted 66, we gave them to you. You got them. You just got to earn them. I said, Stephen, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to play that game. Get me to 50, get me to 66. And in Stephen's full credit, he goes, I won't get you to either number, but I'll get you as close as I can. How about 48 and 65? And I go, I think that'll get it done.
That was it. And then from then on, so by Friday night, they finally had the deal done. So crazy negotiations. But that's just kind of, I found that interesting. I just kind of wanted to give a little glimpse of what went into that deal. And that may happen all the time. That may be normal procedure, but it seemed pretty rocky there.
So all those people that were reporting that Thursday and Friday that a deal was done.
It almost wasn't.
Yeah. They didn't know what they were talking. Well, they knew probably got some information, but.
And Thursday night, he sounded like they thought it was going to get done. But what happened was he kind of mentioned at the beginning, was that they had asked for more guaranteed. Well, when they did, the Cowboys offered less overall contract. And so that's what he said in there. We took a step backwards, and they're like, that got DeMarcus all pissed off, and they were like, screw the Cowboys and all this. So just part of the negotiations, I get, but I just thought it was kind of a fascinating look into what would happen. Yeah.
You used to negotiate your own stuff, right?
No, I had an agent, but I told him what I wanted. Mm-hmm. You know, and but the thing is, you talking about a whole different style of money.
Yeah.
You know, and people say it's relevant. No, you can't get $3 or $4 million mixed up with 15. That ain't gonna never be relevant. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So his pocket change was my contract. So, but I'm happy it's done. I let you guys go through that. I'm happy it's done.
Yeah,
because like you said earlier, with Quentin, is his name
Quinn?
Quinn. Excuse me. Reading this thing. Let me close this. We're not talking about the draft. With this new kid we signed and with him, now I feel so much better because we got two guys that can go 50 snaps, and that's going to command respect. And now those guys that we plugged in, the Christian Covington, all of those guys, man. But if Malik Collins stays healthy and come to play, along with the human log.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this from a scheme standpoint. Now that you signed Quinn, and I think we all agree he's solid. He's going to help.
He's
D-Law.
legit.
Yeah.
How does that, with D-Law being on the opposite end, as far as assignments and stuff, does that help him or does it help the guys in the middle more?
It helps everybody.
Explain that to me.
Because single blocks have to be done now, especially in pass rush situation. Man, now Crawford becomes a beast because he don't have to go 50 snaps. He can go 35 to 40 snaps. Or him and my man can split those snaps. Imagine how fresh they'll be. And he already got an open motor like it is.
Yeah.
And if something do happen to Malik Collins, now we put him down there on that 3, we are rolling. Because this one guy gives you snaps. What people don't understand is some guys are good for 25, 30 snaps. They can give you what they got for 25, 30 snaps. Some guys are talented and has enough stamina to give you them 40 or 50 snaps like D-Law with a high level of consistency. That's where guys fall off at. That's where these two guys don't fall off at. Now that strengthens everybody at every position because you can rotate Crawford down in there a little bit, and plus he can still play where our boy play at. So, brother, I believe in quality, and then when you can get some quantity with that quality, it just strengthens you, man.
Kurt, you think this is one of the better defensive lines in the league now?
I would think so if he's healthy and better defenses in the league. I mean, they're already at top 7. I think they ranked 7 last year in defense, about 5th or 6th in points, and they just have gotten better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
This is the first offseason, in a while where you say, wow, they did the thing, and they did it without spending $10 million on a guy.
Right. They did it kind of under the radar.
Yeah.
But how many guys have they signed, offense and defense? Like close to 20-ish?
Not that many, I don't think. But they've if you count all the moves they've made, they've been busy. I mean, quietly under the radar, they didn't make that big splash the first week of free agency, which is a credit to them, I think.
Yep.
But,
everybody keeps telling me, man, now that we have this kid, now you can go to the offense. I feel confident that we can go over on it. If they wanted to, they can go just spend this whole draft on offense.
Oh, think so?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh.
You feel that good, huh?
Because if this guy stays healthy, and it's a big if, but tell me this right here. You don't think this dude is that good?
Who?
Quinn?
D-Law?
No, Quentin.
Quinn?
You know Quinn, excuse me. Quinn, you don't think he that?
No, yeah, I do, but you only got him for 1 year, so you can't.
Okay, you got him for 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay. If we spend our second and third on an offensive guy and get a defensive guy with the 4th or the 5th pick, we still only got this guy for 1 year.
Right.
So unless you get a second-round pick or a third-round pick defensively, that means you're looking forward to the future. But if you get a 4th or lower, I would still prefer him this 1 year than that guy because I've seen what they did with Dorrance Armstrong. They ain't giving him no run.
No, I definitely want him. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. You saying we gotta get depth is what you're saying in the draft
and
for the future.
For future, yeah.
Yeah, but give Dorrance Armstrong a chance.
Yeah, that's true. They've got some young guys.
Yeah, you got get. Let's see what they can do. Daniel Ross, Christian Covington. Let these guys ball. Let them play. You already got the human log. You already got Malik Collins. He's in a contract year coming up.
Yep.
Let's see, can he stay healthy and ball? Mm-hmm. Is he had an off-season surgery here recently?
Malik?
Yeah.
Oh, he has every other year. I don't remember if he did this.
Yeah, somebody was trying to tell me how. I said, no, I think that was last year.
Yeah, I think he had it last. I don't think he's done anything.
Surgery last year.
He's had it
but,
last 2 years. Yeah.
I'm serious. If this guy come in and plays up to his level for this 1 year, You know, you go out and you solidify Dak. You solidify him on the field. Now, I ain't into his money or what he gonna make. I don't care. But you solidify him being comfortable with the right type of weapons. I don't care if it's an offensive lineman. I don't care if it's a tight end. I don't care if it's a running back. I don't care what position. But the first 2 picks should go for Dak. I don't care. And I mean coming in playing.
Is this the same guy that just wanted a fat guy in the middle? The first pick, maybe 2 of the first 3?
And I'm still looking. But my issue is now when you get a steal, like I think we got, and all we got to do is give up a next year's 6 pick.
Yeah.
You know, you get it for around 6-7 mil, extra mil, depending on how he play in sacks. You got to change. This kid coming in, he's gonna be hungry. He's gonna be wanting to prove who he is. He's already a good player. It ain't like he ain't a good player. And we got to develop him. And now we saw what Ross did last year. What was the other big kid? I can't think of his name. Besides Malik Collins and Antoine, we had another guy. I can't call his name, but defensive tackle.
Karan Reed?
Yeah. We got guys, but they are not 50 snap plus guys. They are the guys that can get you between that 35 and that 25 and 35 snap. And we can keep – come on. And the wild card is Crawford. Because if something happened to either one of the defensive ends, he can be put out there temporarily. But if not, we cut down on his reps and let him get after it.
Yeah. You know something else I like about the way they've built this year? You got a lot of guys that are either on 1-year deals or the last year of their contract.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot to be said for that because, I mean, guys play – historically it looks like guys play
right
over their potential whenever they're trying to get paid.
Okay, that brings a question to mind. Do you think
a question or a
question? Sorry. So they obviously seem they are in win now mode.
Yes,
they are going for it right now.
Yes.
Given that all these guys' contracts are up next year, you're either going to lose them or your salary cap's going to go way up the roof. You brought in Cobb, you brought in Quinn, some 1-year guys. So going back to the draft, you're winning, right? You're ready to go. Would you try to trade up if you see a guy in that low first round? Would you give up picks next year? No.
No. And that's why I'm saying.
Okay, I wouldn't either. But I'm just saying you're ready to win right now.
Yeah.
And next year, if you got a guy there sitting there that can help you this year, you go for it.
The only way you go up is you go up no more than 3 or 4 spaces. If a guy like, wow, whoa, if this guy knocked your sock, wow, Kurt cut his hair, he looking good.
What if you gave up this year's second, next year's second to get up higher?
But not for Shannon.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
I would hate to give up draft picks too, but it crossed my mind. It's like they're built to win now.
But is there a guy that helps you win now that's in the draft?
Yes, I don't know the draft well enough to answer that, but I'm just saying if there's a guy sitting there in the low 20s or late in the first round that you think you can go get, would you give up picks next year?
No. You don't. First round is off limits, even down to the last pick. If they just trying to say, man, we'll take anything for this first round pick, anything is going to be the next year's first round for you. No. Even though it should be low, because they're gonna win 10+ games.
Let's don't do what got us in the situation that we were in before the last couple of years. They've done it the right way. It's not exciting. It's kind of boring to watch in the offseason and the draft, but they've done it. They've built this team with draft picks. The last 2 or 3 years, I mean, most of these guys have been on the field and contributed. Like, let's not take a step back and go back to the old way and make a splash.
And I could be wrong. We don't have a first round pick. But I don't never remember us selling the way we selling these books.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Not having that first round pick is juiced everybody up to think like he's thinking, what if?
Me.
What
Brian
if
Brock.
this guy, you know what I'm saying? What if this guy falls? What if this guy falls, to the second round? Now, when you talking about moving 3 or 4 spaces, I would give that some thought, but I can't move.
Yeah.
Because you shake up the world now. You paying for that for another couple of years.
They're saying a lot of there's not a deep draft of safeties, and they'll probably all be gone by the time
Yeah.
the good ones. So
The good tight ends will be gone. The good safeties will be gone.
yeah.
You know, only thing it'll be abundance of is defensive tackles.
And guess what? We could probably use one more of those.
That's true.
Tell you what, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk. We'll take some phone calls.
Good idea.
All right. Hanging with the boys.
Kaboo, Texas is 3 days, 6 stages, over 100 artists, including The Killers, Lionel Richie, Leonard Skinner, Miss Lauryn Hill, Kid Rock, Alanis Morissette, Little Big Town, The 8 Vet Brothers, Counting Crows, Pitbull, Sting, The Black Eyed Peas, and the list goes on. Don't miss Kaboo, Texas. Single day and 3-day passes are on sale now. Visit KAABOOTexas.com to get your passes today.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with sideline access and photo ops with current players, alumni, and cheerleaders. That's not all, though. You'll get to talk X's and O's with Senior Director of Player Personnel Will McClay, and of course with yours truly, me, Brian Broaddus. You can trust the official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, and with us, you'll travel like a pro. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
While a player could look good on paper, it's when he's out on the field that you really find out what he's made of. That's why the Cowboys rely on more than just stats and scouting reports when building their team. When picking a tractor, it's why you should rely on more than just specs and features. You've got to take it out and put it to the test. The Cowboys did when they named John Deere their official tractor. Experience one for yourself. Visit myjohndeeredealer.com/football.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
We are back. We are live. Unless, of course, you're listening to this after the show.
We're live.
We're live, yeah. You may not be hearing us live, but we're live. Douglas, you still there?
I am.
Okay. Is anyone on the phone with you?
We have David in North Carolina.
Hey, David, what's up?
Hey, guys. Long-time Cowboy fan since the days of Roger Staubach, and it's time for us to get another Lombardi trophy.
Let's go, man.
Also, I want to say that I'm really jealous of Kurt. I went through that whole chemotherapy thing, and my hair is not nearly as good as Kurt's right now.
Not many people's is as good as Kurt's right now.
I got lucky.
So.
Here's my question. Last year, Antoine Woods made his presence known in training camp, and I know Nate's going to hate me for this, but it was going against a less than 100% Travis Frederick. Now, from a lineman's point of view, do you think Frederick is going to reestablish his alpha role, or are we going to see some epic battles in camp between them?
Interesting.
Yeah, they're gonna battle. They're gonna battle. I mean, you know, nobody doubts Frederick's ability. You know,
Well, does he have a little something to prove? A little get back.
That's all up on him. Yeah, he hard to rattle. See, when you got supreme confidence, you kind of hard to rattle because him and old Woods were finna get into a fight, and I went up and said, "Hey, man, just keep you cool." He's like, man, it's football. He's supremely confident. So the worry is not, he ain't really focused on what's outside of what he's doing. That's why when he said that, I'm like, wow. I kind of was taken back, but I thought about it. And said, that's supreme confidence.
Yeah.
So he's not worried, so I'm not worried.
Are you worried, David?
I don't know. I think Travis is the best center in the league. I do. So I think he's going to. The confidence is the supreme confidence is not there for him right now.
Yeah, he's probably got to work his way back a little bit. But
let me tell you something. If his strength is there, he already got the mental capabilities. If his strength is there, he's gonna be all right.
Today's the first day of official team workouts.
Yeah, they out there sweating, grunting,
and I think he's right in there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the call, David. Thanks for listening, man.
All right, thanks, guys. Let's get a trophy this year.
Yes, sir.
Like I tell people, I say, what he had, and I'm not making light of it, but what he had is a severe case of the flu. That's how I look at it. When you get the flu, everything hurts.
Yeah.
You can't move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't move. You can't get out of bed. But once you get through the flu, you feel a little bit weak for a couple of days, but you do the right things. Me and you do the right thing. We eat the right things. Shannon go out drinking again, and it reoccurs on him. But that's how I look at that. If they say he's on his way back, he's gonna be a little weak. But by the time he get to training camp, get through OTAs and all of these different steps, and he continue to prosper and get stronger, if his strength return, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, now he can just get him a few reps. Okay, this is what I need to work on. Because he's one of those guys that can think, not only has the physical capabilities, but he can think the game.
Let me ask you this. Looney started last year. I think we all agree couldn't have asked for much better job from a backup center.
Yeah, he did good.
Travis comes back. Obviously, if he's at 100%, it's his job. It's his job, and Looney's his backup again. As a player, I mean, Looney's a great guy, and he's going to take it in stride, and he's going to do everything he can to be a good teammate. How does that mess with you a little bit whenever you go from, hey, I started last year?
It just makes you want to play. And what it should make Looney do is just still compete. Hard, even harder. Because that left guard spot is still open.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody just done nailed down that left guard spot.
Yeah.
And if I'm Looney, I'm going at it. Connor Williams, you got to come to play, homeboy. Your alma mater, the eyes of Texas, is on you. Yeah. And it's mine too. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if they'll give Looney a good shot at left guard or not.
Yeah. You know what? But my hat's in the ring. And until you tell me I'm not playing it, I need me some reps right there.
Mm-hmm. Does he go ask, or does he just let the coaches?
No. Oh, no. You done started 16 games for these cats. Hey, coach, I want a shot at that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm on, man. I'll just wait for them to say something. Why? Come on now.
Go get it,
I better go tell Looney, too. Looney, yeah, you text Looney right now and say, Big Noon, say you need to go right up there and Jason off. When he come around the corner, you need to be sitting there in his office looking at him, sitting in his seat. Coach, would you like to sit down? You know what I'm saying?
Got something I need to talk to you about.
Have a seat over there.
Let's go back to the phones. Brian in Maryland. Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing, gentlemen?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I had a question for you. I've been looking at all the moves they've been doing throughout the offseason, and honestly, the position I see that we need the most is backup running back, because if Heath or Woods go out, then you have Iloka, but if Zeke goes out, it's over.
Yeah.
The run first play action is gone. So where's the highest you would see us go in the draft for a running back? And
4th, 5th round.
Who would it be? Who'd be worth going that high to get a running back?
Great question. Yeah. Thanks for the call, man.
4th, 5th round. Because until Rod Smith is officially gone, that's the guy. And we'll see if Frederick is Frederick is back and as strong as I think he's gonna be. That middle running in what Rod like to do, he'll be better. And let's see what Kellen Moore can do, because a good coach is supposed to be able to see what his talent can do and cannot do. Let's see what Kellen Moore can do. Mm-hmm. Kellen Moore, if Coach. If Jason if Red Ball let him, have some say so, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see, because,
I think backup in the draft, though, I'm not against them taking I wouldn't go high, but I'm not against them taking a running back. I wouldn't mind them getting some new talent in here and seeing what's.
We talked about this a little bit last week. What if the best player on their board in the second round is a running back?
I wouldn't do it. No. Well, it depends on how much. How best he was.
You have Zeke on the roster right now, and you got Darius Jackson, who, for whatever reason, is still not.
Well, I'm going to put it right here.
You got Jordan Chun. You got those three guys. So you have one running back, like the caller said, and after that, it's a crapshoot.
Okay, let me put it like this.
And Zeke's, how much longer you got him in?
Atlanta got their kid that got hurt this past year, and so they had their backup guy, which is a great guy. So you can't have enough great players, explosive players, especially if your first priority is to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So if your first priority is to run the ball, Zeke go down. But the first thing you say is, well, if the best player is in the second round is a running back, you say, nah, but what if Zeke do go down? Then you're going to be kicking yourself. So you get that guy. Anything that helps Dak be better. Anything that helps Dak get that ball in the end zone. I don't care if it's an offensive lineman, tackle, running back, wide receiver, but play him now. We don't need no dude standing over there looking around like, what's going on. Mm-hmm. Find a way to get him on the field, so he can be explosive.
So you're not opposed to if running back's the best guy on the board?
Oh, man, if he's there, I mean, we have done some things on defense that I'm shocked. That one move that we made on defense.
Yeah, that changed your tune a little bit, huh?
Yeah, because it's so many role players in this league now. That can't play those 40-plus snaps, and I'm talking about around 50 snaps, and get a high-quality return. We got 2 of them now. And so now, and we got great backups, I think, with Tyrone Crawford, can play both sides, and he can play the 3 technique. Now, can Malik Collins, that's the wild card in this whole thing. Can he come in healthy from day one and give us 15 games? Mm-hmm. Antoine Woods, we know who he is, and we know who Daniel Ross is. We know who Reed is. Now, Christine Covington, can he come in and impact this squad and threaten them for a lot of reps?
I think he may be the kind of hidden gem of off-season moves.
Yeah, he was solid with Houston. I mean, good depth player. Had, what do you have, 3.5 sacks, something like that, and as a backup. So
who was the guy we got from the Texans about 4 years ago who was pretty decent? Interior defensive lineman.
Oh, man, I don't remember.
He went to Washington after us. I know Nate liked him.
Bowen?
No, it was a big guy. I know you're talking about. We had a chance to get him back, and he went to Washington. As I'm right, we had a chance to get him back anyway, 3 years ago.
We've got a history of poaching decent Texan linemen.
Yeah, it wasn't Stephen Bowen? I don't remember.
No, man, this dude did a nice job, man.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't him. I can't remember him.
Let's go back to the phones. Andy in Tampa. Hey, man.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Great. How you doing?
Hey, great show as usual.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, a couple of just quick questions. I noticed that the Cowboys assigned an AAF football player, a pass rusher. I think his name was Shakir Soto, something like that. Yes. And I haven't heard anybody say much about him, and I just wondered maybe possibly, Nate, if you could comment on what you think his skill level is and if he chance to make the team. And a second question is, if Randy Gregory does indeed come back, say the first game of the year and is going to play all season, what kind of impact is that going to have on the line? And I'll just hang up and listen, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Andy.
Straight out competition, baby. That new dude, I read about him a little bit. You got to check with Broadus on that cat. I don't watch no film.
He's big.
And I won't know what he is until I see him in training camp.
6'3", 290. He had a good senior. He went to Pitt, had a good senior season, 4.5 sacks.
Yeah.
But hadn't been able to hook on with the NFL team yet.
Yeah, so he could be camp fodder. He could surely be more than that.
I tell you what, if Gregory comes back, man, that's
Dorrance step forward, and if maybe Taco steps forward, we might have something going on here.
You know what, man? I give Dorrance an opportunity. Give him a chance. Gregory, I'm gonna have to just say what I said before. When I see him back, that's when I'll talk about him again.
Wasn't it Charles told us that he thought Dorrance had the best moves out there? And he would know, Charles Haley.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. That's why I keep saying, get a kid a chance. I mean, but we are not coaches. We don't see what go on every workout or every situation. But the kid seems to be a good kid that'll do what you ask him to do. Let's give him a chance.
Yeah. Well, you know who we're going to give a chance in this next segment? Taylor Stern.
All right.
Give her a chance to see what's up with Tay-What when we come back on Hangin' with the Boys.
You have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for a little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
It's time for tailgating with the OtterBox boys.
OtterBox? The overprotected phone case company?
Yep, and they've got an essential tool for your next tailgate party. The bear-resistant Venture Cooler.
Now wait. In all my tailgating days, I've never seen bears tackling brats on the blacktop.
And you never will, because a Venture Cooler with a locking kit is basically bear repellent.
Can't wait to try it out at my next tailgate.
That's been Tailgating with the OtterBox boys. Visit OtterBox.com to learn more about their certified bear-resistant Venture Coolers.
You want the most interesting, up-to-the-minute Dallas Cowboys news straight from the Star in Frisco? How about exclusive and on command? That's right, news and nuggets you can't find anywhere else. With our exclusive Cowboys content on Alexa, you can have all the answers, secrets, stories, and more. What's Stephen Jones thinking during a game? What's Joe Looney's favorite pregame meal? We take your questions to Cowboys players and coaches, and you can hear the answers directly back to you. Just say, Alexa, open Dallas Cowboys.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their deal score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code DALLAS at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
So now you trying to get
back. Join us for the official 2019 Cowboys Draft Party presented by Miller Lite at the Star in Frisco on Thursday, April the 25th, Friday the 26th, and Saturday the 27th. Fans have the opportunity to see current Dallas Cowboys players, members of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, Dallas Cowboys Rhythm and Blue, Cowboys mascot Rowdy, while also enjoying live music, games, activities, and more. Admission is free, and so is parking. Visit DallasCowboys.com/draft day for details. Even though we don't have a number one pick.
Will Nate be there?
That'd be fun.
I don't know. Nate, you coming to the draft party? He's probably got stuff to do.
But y'all, good to see you, Miss Taylor.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Taylor.
Welcome back, Shannon. Thank you for letting me fill in last week.
Yes, you did
These guys behaved themselves.
You did a great job. You do better than I do.
No, not true.
Yes.
All right. My first Tay-What of the day. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
I know I told you some different ones pre-show, but while I was researching, I wanted to set the record straight on a few things that popped up late in the week.
Uh-oh.
There was an article about Sean Payton talking about how the Cowboys have had interest in him for so long, of him eventually coming here and being
he talked
the head
about it.
coach. Yes, he talked about it, and his one phrase that he used, when I say it, you laugh. He said, "I've got fleur-de-lis tattoos." Well, Shannon, you know that I have a fleur-de-lis tattoo right on my ankle, and if these cameras could see.
And you're in Texas.
And I'm in Texas.
So that means nothing.
It means nothing. I'm working for the
Doesn't
Cowboys.
mean you're a Saints fan, is it?
Doesn't mean I'm a Saints fan. It doesn't mean I couldn't eventually go work for another team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it means nothing, Sean. So him saying that, he was trying to get everyone off his back. And I'm telling you, they've accepted mine. So.
All right.
And we did find out last week that I'm the only one on here with a tattoo.
I know. I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't even have a tattoo.
No.
No
way.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, they do now.
I would like to say while Tay is recruiting Sean Payton. I'll stick with Jason Garrett. Thank you very much.
Do you think Jason Garrett has a tattoo?
No.
There's no chance.
Really?
No chance.
The only reason I would think he might
Mm-hmm.
is if there's something with Princeton,
Mhm.
and maybe he did with a couple teammates.
Or Duke.
Or something with his family. Or Duke, that's bad.
I don't
or
think there's
something
any way.
like random.
Ask him in the lunchroom today.
No, I will never.
You think he's Skull and Bones?
Oh,
There's that
Oh.
Harvard.
Oh, yeah, that's Yale
Look at
or
Nate
Harvard.
getting nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just listening to you. Go ahead on. Miss.
Well, all I was saying is that I wasn't necessarily recruiting Sean Payton. I was just saying that when he says that,
Okay.
it doesn't necessarily close the door.
Kurt, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Less than 10 wins this year. Are you sticking with Garrett or bring on Sean Payton?
See? And you just told us the Vegas stats.
I can't believe that. Right before we were in break, what did you say?
I think right now that a lot of people are picking the Cowboys to only have 8.5. I think 8.5 wins. Something like
It's a
that.
hard schedule.
I think they have the Browns at like, what, 9, 10?
Cowboys got a tough schedule this year, I think. So
When you win first in the East, it's a hard schedule. All right, Nate, losing ya. So, Nate, are you a big golfer? Have you ever golfed?
Have you ever golfed? Have you ever swung a golf
Yeah,
club?
yeah, I have.
Yeah?
What was it
Long
like?
time ago. Wasn't a good feeling then. I ain't care for it before I did it or after I did it. Even while I was doing it, I was like, I faked it though, because I was doing something for Mr. Jones them, so I faked it.
You just acted like you were there.
Like, you know, then after a while, I had to just tell them about 9 holes and look here, fellas.
I'm done.
You know, I'm going to sit over here and drink me some light beers. Y'all can do whatever you want to do from this point on.
Did you have a good group that you were with? Do you remember?
Yeah. I think they was cheating, so that was a good thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, Emmett Smith posted this insane photo. Do you see it?
No, ma'am.
He was golfing with not only Barack Obama,
Mm-hmm.
44, but also Tony Romo. I don't know where they were. I'm sure it's something with like Pro-Am tours or different things like that.
Wow.
But Shannon and I were talking, and I put together my 3. So
Okay.
if you were playing in a foursome with, could be anyone in the Cowboys organization, still alive. Let's just keep it alive.
Okay.
And maybe a random celebrity. Who
Okay.
would it be? So my first one is Roger Staubach.
Okay.
I think he'd be interesting. I think he'd have some good stories to tell you from the past to the present. I think he's very relatable, different things. My second one would be Jerry Jones. I think that would be the best time on a course. You don't have
he
yourself.
doesn't golf.
But
Doesn't
he could
matter.
be driving the cart.
You ever heard his golf story?
No.
He met a guy to golf to negotiate a deal, basically. They finished the deal on the first hole, and he walked off.
And never played golf.
Never played a golf.
What a
apparently again.
genius.
So-
It's classic Jerry. He can be driving the cart for that one.
Okay.
And my last one is Oprah. I love Oprah.
Yeah.
I just want to be around her. I feel like she could kind of like handle the different, personalities present. She's great.
Kurt, what's yours?
I don't know.
James
I don't-
Hetfield, is
I
that
don't
the?
golf.
Maybe Michael Jordan too.
Yeah,
Jordan
Michael
would be
would be
fun.
good. I think I would go definitely Jerry. Hanging out with Jerry for 4 hours.
Chilling.
I would bring Nate because I don't feel like I get to spend enough time with Nate, and I think Nate would bring out the fun in the group, and then I would probably go. You know what? I kind of would want to bring Dion just because him and Dion have a good relationship, and it'd be fun to just
All
hear
we're
them
doing is
talk.
be talking about each other.
What about a celebrity?
Which would be fun. But I would think I might go with probably Troy just because there would be some
Troy
good
would be
stories
good.
there.
What
yeah.
about a celebrity though? Someone outside Cowboys.
Celebrity? I don't really know because I
Eric
don't.
Church, you like him?
I like Eric Church. Yeah, I like.
Did you go to the show?
I went to both.
Both.
Friday was so good that I went back. I found tickets and went back Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go?
I didn't.
One of the best concerts I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, it was 30. He played 33 songs and didn't take a break and didn't have an opener the first night. The second night he took a 20-minute intermission. But
Who is this, man?
Eric Church.
I didn't know he was that
country
big.
music guy. He was at AAC 2 nights in a row. Yeah, sold out both nights. So I don't know who my celebrity would be. Who would you pick? Cowboys organization.
Oh, Aikman would be a good one. I like to have one of the older guys along too, like to talk about the old days, like a
Bob Lilly.
You're a
Lilly or
historian.
Cliff Harris, some
Plus,
Staubach would
plus
be
they're
good.
your age, so you guys would get
Oh.
along.
I'm closer to them, that'd be true. Maybe like a Joe Looney, just go out there and be silly.
Oh.
Somebody fun. That's why I'd bring Nate.
Yeah,
Comedy
they would
relief.
Be fun.
Yeah.
It would be fun.
Okay, Nate.
Any of them.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I take any of the old Cowboys, man. Any of them, for real.
I would.
And then, but my celebrity will be myself.
Yourself?
Whoa! Let me dust up your shoulder there real quick.
I think I finished talking about everybody that's there. Yeah, okay. I'm going to talk about everybody that's there because I don't like golf, so I'm going to be talking about everybody there.
The power move by Nate, bringing himself.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, when Dion and them go fishing, I don't like fishing. And they throw, I count out how many times they throw the reel out. That's been 35 times you haven't got a hit yet. Can you at least, I'll be wiping them out.
Yeah.
You know who I think my celebrity would be? I think I'd take W.
Ooh, that would be good.
Just because
with those guys,
he's got a great personality, and just if he would just tell some stories about things that no one else knows, if we could like.
I'd take Snoop Dogg.
Would you? Oh. Yeah.
Keep him on the green.
You're already on the greens.
Keep him on the greens.
You're already on the greens.
He was in town this past weekend, I think.
Was he?
I think so.
The Eric Church show?
No.
They do. They are friends, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Eric
about
Church.
this?
What?
Jimmy, Jerry, and Nate.
Yeah, that'd be good. Who would your celebrity be, Doug?
He's saying Jimmy, I think.
No,
Yeah, I
Jimmy's
guess it
Cowboy.
would be. It could be Jimmy.
No, that's 3 Cowboys. Who's your celebrity?
Yeah, celebrity? How about Owen Wilson? He's funny.
He'd be
So
funny.
random, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric.
He's also from Dallas.
Eric Church, by the way.
I'll bring Samuel L. Jackson. That's my celebrity.
He'd be good.
Yeah, he's an Atlanta fan.
That's all right.
Oh, is he?
He's a big Falcon fan.
I get him right. Either that guy that, either the guy, know who I would bring?
Who?
The guy that be with Payton on that bus where they be singing.
The country singer.
The country singer that be with
He's talking about Brad Paisley.
Yeah, I'll bring him.
Yeah.
And just every night I have him strum that song.
He can play.
Yeah.
He can play. So Eric Church, he played 2 different shows, but both shows he has a song called Smoke a Little Smoke. And they put it up on the big screen, and marijuana leaves everywhere. So I think he's for legalizing marijuana.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why him and Snoop so close.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's showing you what to avoid.
Maybe it's
There were not
public
kids,
service
see
announcements.
these?
Yeah, I don't think so. Why you think that dude never takes his sunglasses off? He says it's because the lights dehydrate his eyes. It's because he's so stoned he can't keep them open. Probably.
Yeah.
You have good seats there?
They were lower level. They weren't up super close.
You got them free or you paid for them?
I paid for the first night. I got them free the second night.
Well, I knew you'd figure out a way.
He's a swindler.
I started. The show was so good. I started working on the
You
second
know who
night.
I was. You know what my celebrities would be.
Who's going?
I just got my celebrities.
Who?
Your mom and Miss Pat.
Oh my God!
You have to be my celebrities, man.
She's gonna save this show forever.
Yeah. Have her just singing and go as I'm going along because I would not want to be there. Believe that.
Yeah.
What else you got, Tay?
Well, my last thing, you guys have probably already discussed off-season workouts starting today.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Did you cheat and watch a little bit?
No, I've never cheat like that. Right, Shannon?
Hey, it's out. I mean, if you're taking a tour of the Star, you see those guys.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
didn't
really
post
a public
anything
forum.
about it.
Yeah.
I didn't
You know
post
what makes me
anything
Go
or
ahead,
take
I'm
any
sorry.
photos. But Zeke did. He posted a video of him arriving, looked to be really, really early, and said first day of summer school.
Okay.
But bigger storyline, everyone's been talking about a holdout with Zeke.
Mm-hmm. He's
Looks
here.
like he's here.
Yeah.
That's what I was more so saying.
Yeah.
that He made it.
Come get in shape so you'll be ready to hold out training camp.
Nate knows the player mindset, baby.
Come get it. I'm gonna show you. I'm here for you. Is you for me?
Yeah, D-Law was here around a little bit before his big deal was done.
D-Law, what you think about that?
Well, we talked about it last week. I'm a big
share
fan
it with
of
that
it.
dude. Share it with that dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But now we think that there's going to be more pressure on the back, like the defensive backs, because if anything passes them, which it shouldn't because they're such bosses, and once they get that middle guy with Nate, it'll be good.
Nate, wait a minute. Nate has totally changed his mind.
Yeah. Well, the reason I've
He
changed
wants
my mind
offense.
because
He wants offense now.
We got Quinn, and that makes everybody stronger. I believe that. But show your nails. She was trying to show her nails
Claws.
earlier. Yeah, she showed us her
Got
nails.
them pointy?
Yeah,
Pointy,
she got it.
claws.
Yeah. Okay.
You like them?
Claws.
So
I like them.
would
They're
that- would that
interesting.
help
Game of
you?
Thrones theme.
Would that help you with when you grab jersey and grip on the cloth and go
Yeah.
get a sack?
Is it?
You're a Game of Thrones too?
No, I don't watch it. part of
Oh
the
my
one.
God!
Are you serious?
Finally, somebody that don't
a
watch.
millennial that doesn't watch Game of Thrones.
Nate doesn't watch it either, but
Holy
he can tell you
cow.
everything that happens.
Yeah, everything. He's already ruined it for Douglas tonight. Douglas
Yeah.
didn't watch it.
No, I don't. But I'm sure it's good. I just don't have the attention span.
You brought up a question. What move gave you the most trouble whenever you played? Was it a bull rush type guy? Was it a swim?
It was a
full
player.
push?
It just players.
Players
It was just
and not
certain
moves?
certain players that gave me problems. I mean, I can handle the moves, but if the player was elite athletic, back in my day, we had a bunch of those, and it's coming back round now with all these 3 techniques. It's coming back round again. Jerome Brown, John Randall. Is it John Randall?
Yeah.
John Randall. I need to just look up some of them guys I played. They were nice.
Reggie, did you play against opposite Reggie?
Oh, I played tackle, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he would come down in the middle and play over step. I used to be like, man, I'm going to punish the Reverend.
Punish the rebel.
The Reverend.
The Reverend. He was Reverend.
Yeah,
Those Super Bowls.
Reverend White.
Who lined
There
up
he
against
is.
you for the Bills?
Yep.
Wow, I can't think of the guy's name, but sometime in the reduced look, the big dog,
Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith will come down on me. But you talking about something scary? But like, Bruce, man, don't you play defensive end? What you doing down here, dog? No. I tried to buy him all the beers I could when we was in the club together during the week. We go
Smart.
to the same glass. Hey, Bruce, you want a beer? Just run a tab on me, man.
Just remember this on Sunday.
Yeah, so
That's my guy right there.
That's our guy.
That's a strategy.
Well, it's time to go.
Oh.
I mean, I wish we could do 2 hours today, but I'm hungry.
You know what's amazing is I felt so energized last week for some reason. It was different. Didn't you?
It was better. It was better.
Yeah.
No, we needed the crew together.
It was better last week. I listened last week.
I forget.
I listened even though I wasn't
Tay ain't
here.
gonna sell out her boss.
Maybe we could just do a full hour next week.
Tay,
next
you were
Monday.
better. Okay, don't be humble around this guy.
You got
were
a
better.
guest next Monday?
You were better.
Is next Monday?
You were better than him, Tay. Don't be humble. You were better, Tay.
This is how I get in trouble.
Tay, do you believe that you were better? You have to
I already
believe
told
it
y'all
first.
she was better.
I believe in my mind I am the greatest. That's a
was better.
Muhammad
Thank you.
Ali quote.
Thank you.
Is next Monday the Monday before the draft?
Yes, it is.
Danny McCray's joining us next week. Former Cowboy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What position did he play?
Safety and special teams.
Hint.
What? Bring him back? Put him on the field?
No,
He's
I
like,
said safety.
we want
You
a
saying
new
safety.
safety.
Oh.
You saying, but you know what? I don't think we need to go out and do nothing defensively
Chill.
into the fourth round.
I don't even know this guy. All he said for the last 4 months is D tackle, D tackle, D tackle,
No,
D
it's all
line, D
about
line.
Dak.
Now it's offense.
He had a
It
good
is.
idea last week, and it actually became our roundtable discussion.
Oh, yeah?
He said, what's a position that they could logically draft this year that would actually play 40% of the snaps?
That's right. That's right. And
So-
what position? And on defense, who? We got it. We full at linebacker.
Strong linebacker. Strong side linebacker. Maybe.
That's the only position. And yeah, you're right. But I wouldn't go out and get a Sam Backer. I'm being honest. Not with the second pick. I may do it with the third.
That's
May.
assuming, yeah.
But I would not do that with a second round pick on a strong side Sam Backer. I wouldn't. Shouldn't have let the one we got left leave.
Yeah. Well, we got to leave too. Let's get out of here. Kurt, thanks for
Yes.
showing up.
Thank you,
Hair
sir.
looks good, man. Nate,
Hey,
thanks
man,
for
God
bringing
bless
it.
y'all, man.
Taylor,
Golly.
thanks for hanging out with us again. Thanks for picking up the slack last week.
You're welcome.
We
You were
will
better,
be
Taylor. You
back
were
next Monday
decidedly
on Hanging
better.
with the Boys.
You're the greatest, Tay.
Of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?